Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope all is well with you. Just wanted to do a quick video just to say thank you to everyone who wished me well on my birthday. This is a very special birthday because this is the year I turned 40. So, like, man, it's just even hard to come out the mouth with that I'm actually turning 40. Actually, not turning 40. I am 40 today. It's kind of wild, man. What up, Jay? What's going on, baby? Yeah, so I wanted to do like a quick video just to, hey, it's probably not even going to be quick, man. I feel real chatty tonight. I feel really chatty. I feel really blessed. Carlos, Tarzan, what's up? Derica, what's up? What's up? Yeah, so uh, anybody who knows me from the past knows that I have always not just celebrated my birthday, I've always celebrated my birth month. And I would call it my birth month extravaganza. So every year in 2018, it started back in '08 actually. So if you go back through my timeline to '08, '09, all the way through, it's always been a birth month extravaganza, right? And every weekend I would fly somewhere. And for the first probably 7 or 8 years, my birth month extravaganza, it was always, Adonis and Christy and Carla and Theron and Jacob up in Ohio. We go up there to Columbus and we kick it and whatnot. I shoot down to Indiana or something like that, or down North Carolina, see Chief and everybody. But I would always do something for my birth month, like every weekend, right? Just kind of like a build up to Christmas. And I just like to always celebrate life and enjoy it. Obviously, with COVID this year, wasn't able to do that. Not only that, but also like I'm an entrepreneur now, so I don't have the flexibility to run and gallivant like I used to back in the day, because now it's like I eat what I kill. If I don't work, sometimes I don't eat, right? So today is my birthday, and instead of kind of laying here with my feet, just literally the first time all day I've just like been able to just chill. But normally I'd be sitting up chilling, probably on some beach somewhere, having a cocktail or whatever, toasting to myself and a happy birthday. But today was different. Today we're on the goal line for Clover Lane and wanted to punch it across the end zone. And so, I was over there at Clover Lane today. Brittany came over there to help me out. If I hot, we went over there. We had to do our punch list today. What's up, Mike? We had to go over there and do our punch. Hey, Jamie, what's going on, brother? Terrence, Linda, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, so we had to go to Clover Lane because the next occupant, our tenant, April, sis April, shout out to her. She's moving into Clover Lane. She gets to enjoy. Thanks, Jamie, for the birthday love, brother. Appreciate that. She gets to enjoy the labor and the weeks and weeks of planning. The over 18 months we have invested in this property, from sourcing to acquisition to clearing out the hoarder situation, to work with the township, to York Water. She gets to reap the rewards of all of that. She's a wonderful person. It's a beautiful family. And to see how excited she was today, she gave a big old hug. She gave a wonderful testimony and shout out to the team. And it was just such a blessing to be able to give on the day that's supposed to be about me, on a day that's supposed to be, celebrating, my life, to be able to utilize that this day and give, my time and effort and energies to someone else, and to see the appreciation of it, man, I tell you, that makes it. Hey, thanks for the birthday love, Dwayne. Appreciate that, man. It just made me feel really good, right? So the tagline for the Eden Mandate is restoring lives one home at a time. And I kicked that around, but I don't believe I came up with that. I think that was kind of divinely shoved into my head, downloaded, so to speak, because everybody who goes through situations in life, whether it be divorce or whether it be a death in the family, whether it be foreclosure or judgments, things of that sort. I think I said bankruptcy before. And people come across these dreadful situations to where they have to get out of their property, and they don't want to leave without any walking money. They want to be able to, in a sense, have their life restored. Like, how can I get out of this situation without losing everything? And so to be able to help, the previous owner out of that house and to renovate it, and now someone who's coming along And I'm not going to get too much into her testimony. I'm going to let her share it when she does. But, you know, it's a wonderful testimony of the fact that she manifested this property. She asked God to send her a blessing to be able to bring all her family together under one roof, to be able to give her a nice property. And yeah, it's such an honor and a blessing to be a conduit of blessing. You know, it's cool to be able to bless others. And my man Tay, if you watching, Tay, you know, because I do this to help folks around me, always with my family and friends and loved ones. Anybody connected to me, I want you to win. I don't care. I don't have the ego and all that stuff. I just want everybody around me to win. And so what Tay told me, he was like, yo, man, you know, me and my brother Brian, man, we out here, you know, you giving us this opportunity to work on the house, showcase what we can do. And he was like, you know, you think you only helping out homeowners, but you helping out the guys who working on the house too. And so, you know, I started thinking about like, man, you know what? We had a lot of hands in this property, you know, from roofing to plumbing to running the gas line, the township, inspectors, all the interior work, the painters, landscaping companies. You know, we had a lot of people that was able to eat off the Clover Lane plate. And it's just a blessing to be able to like, and I didn't even see that. So to like really look and see like, man, like, oh man, all these folks. And then some of the videos, right? Sometimes I do these videos just off the top of the cuff whenever I get the feeling to do so. And I get people who I don't even know are watching, you know, reach out to me and they're like, man, thank you for that word, or thank you for that post, or thank you for breaking it down that way. It really helped me in my business, you know. So like I don't even see that a lot of times, right? You know, so sometimes I look and see, man, these videos aren't getting a lot of views or comments or likes, but you know, it seems as though it's having way more of an impact than I even thought it was. So I'm gonna keep making these videos, man. Thanks, Quentin. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it, man. I tell you what, man, y'all know how to make a guy feel special. I appreciate all the birthday love. I'm gonna take the time out to toast to myself and say happy birthday, Aunt. You overcame a lot this year. But I mean, it's just I'm just happy and grateful to be surrounded by, you know, really, really good people. And yeah, so I was just sitting back doing some reflecting. This is just me rambling, y'all. So if you want to stay on, please do. I will ask this one favor of you. I don't ask a lot from anybody normally, but please, if you haven't already, go to my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. Anthony Moore, the number 2. And subscribe to my channel. Like, I really like to get 100 subscribers for my birthday. You know, I'm at 80, I think it's like 84 right now. I'd really appreciate if y'all took the time to go over there. And Tanika, what's up? UNC, what's going on, Tar Heel? What's going on? Yeah, I know, man. I'm ready to get back on that. I was looking at the pictures from the tailgate from back in 2016, man. That was crazy. Yeah, I had some good times, man. Good times. But yeah, youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. I've uploaded everything almost. I still have like probably 300 hours of videos I haven't uploaded yet. Kind of the behind the scenes of this renovation project. I break down deals. I break down how I go about acquiring these deals, financing these deals. And I think it's some valuable content for folks who are looking to get money in real estate or in trucking. I'm breaking down both businesses for you. Dr. E.T., thank you, brother, for the birthday wishes, man. You say you're a fan of me. I'm a fan of you, brother. I mean, the way you manifested your entire career has been nothing short of amazing, man. It started with an idea. Next thing I know, you were living over in Rome. Next thing I know, you were on tour all across Europe. Next thing I know, you back in Harlem. This is the Don of Harlem, man. I appreciate the love. Hey, Tanya, what's going on? But yeah, so I was sitting back and reflecting on year 39 of my life, and it's been a very transformative year. Hey, Shannon, what's going on? And so I look back on it, and I've accomplished quite a bit. I mean, God has been really blessing me. So the number for this year was 2, you know. Oh, man, thanks for the birthday love, Shannon. Appreciate that. Yeah, Lavelle's birthday was last week. We're always a week apart, man, so I had to give him some birthday love, too. But literally, this year was like the number of 2, right? So started 2 businesses this year. So we had the Eden Mandate. That was from last year. And Eden Mandate grew. So with the number 2, we bought and flipped 2 properties and held those properties as rentals. Started two businesses. One was Fab Group Logistics, and the other one was Four Squares Development. We're doing those with Four Squares Development with Fred, with Boy Wonder, Derica coming on the team for Hyde. And so it was really cool to, step outside of my comfort zone. I knew nothing about trucking. It was nothing but God. That's right, Tanika. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Wiley, thanks, man, for the birthday love. Hey, Jen. Hey, Jen. Hello, 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 hello. This is just me rambling on my birthday. I'm enjoying the last, 3 hours and some change of my birthday. It's the big 4-0, and I'm turning 40 in 2020. If y'all get it, 20 plus 20 is 40. 2020 is perfect, clear vision. I'm turning 40 in 2020, so that means my vision for 2021 is set. I'm so excited about all the possibilities in 2021. But at any rate, so back to the two business, to the number two, right? Started two business, bought two houses, renovated two houses this year. Bought two trucks for Fab Group Logistics, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. So a lot of school of hard knocks learning with the trucking business, but we're figuring that out. And so that's really cool. So got to number two. We've been in business now for 6 months, but by the end of this year, another couple of weeks, we will have grossed over $200,000 in the trucking business. Now that's gross, so don't get too excited. That's gross number. After we paid all the, hey neighbor, thanks for that birthday wishes. I appreciate that. That's right, Derica, double portion, number two. So we'll have grossed over $200,000. We paid out over $100,000 of driver's salary. So several drivers that I had this year, unfortunately, we've been cycling through them, but several of them, when they come to Fab Group, they were unemployed or recently let go because of the COVID pandemic situation. So I was able to provide employment for 5 different people as part of Fab Group Logistics. So, that was a blessing. Again, as the blessings come down, you can't keep them. You got to pass them through, man. So, as the blessing comes to me, I like to bless other people. And that has been happening this year. So, Fab Group Trucking is really, really coming up in 2021 is going to be such a good deal. I really think that all the lessons learned this year are going to come to fruition. And next year is going to be extremely profitable. And I'm really excited about growing that business, probably buying 2 more trucks and getting some more drivers and getting my CDL next year so I can actually drive these trucks when I need to. But man, what a blessing that Fab Group has been. And then the second blessing, the second business we started was Four Squares Development, where, again, it's all about connecting communities one block at a time. So we're literally going to be attacking blight and attacking a lot of the economic injustice and, some of the social inequalities for some of York's historically disadvantaged residents. So we're literally going to be buying up blocks at a time and renovating them and using people from the community to renovate these projects. So we're going to be helping them transition from renters into homeowners, because our thought process is we can increase home ownership in some of these more blighted areas that, we'll be able to actually, that'll be the kind of the bedrock, the bedstone and foundation of creating economic development in some of these areas. So that is extremely, extremely exciting, I should say. So this has definitely been the year of twos, man. I never saw myself as a house flipper. Even last year when I started, I had zero interest in flipping houses. I just wanted to acquire them through creative financing techniques, help families out, do some light cosmetic painting, replacing window screens or something like that, some carpet and flooring, and that be the end of it. And then move somebody else in, right? That was the goal. I never wanted to house flip. And then this year, a couple properties kind of presented themselves. So I was like, okay, let's flip. And we did that, learned a lot from it. Hey, Rosie, learned a lot from that process. Thanks for the birthday love, Rosie. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I follow your journey too. I watch a lot of the stuff you do and you post, and I appreciate that. Thanks, Tanya. It's youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. So Anthony Moore and the number 2 is my YouTube channel. So thank you so much, sis. I've known Tanya since I was a kid, since I was a baby. because I was a little baby growing up in Stonewall, back down in Winston. Her and my sister were like the best of friends, and I was best of friends with Tanya's sister Cecily. And man, we just grew up, had such a good childhood. Man, it was fun. But yeah, so I'm just rambling and rambling and rambling like that today. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is literally the first time I've actually been able to sit down and enjoy my birthday. So thank y'all for tuning in today. And literally, I just like I call it investor season. I'm rambling like crazy, y'all. So on Facebook, if you look up or search for the group Investor Season, I'm about to get hot and heavy back in investor season again. So we are literally, my goal is I want everybody to win. The Rehab King is on. What's up, bro? I want everybody to win. So like, I literally, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm just gonna put it out. This is like a truth be told. I mean, I guess the older you get, the less you care about what people think. But when I started out, I invested in myself, right? So I literally paid $30,000 to go and learn real estate education from some really good teachers, from a company that initially I wasn't too fond of, and then when I got into the the one-on-one counseling and consultation, they really gave me some advanced techniques that I was not even aware of, like lease option. Thanks for subscribing, Tanya. I appreciate that. Yeah, Aquino, for real, man. People don't be understanding, man. Like, you gotta pay to play. Like, if you want to learn this game, a lot of people like to think they can go to YouTube University and learn everything, right? And I teach people for free, oftentimes, which I shouldn't do. I really should monetize the skill set and the time that I've invested, but I can't help it, man. I just love it. I love helping people. You know what I mean? Like, I think my man Nasir down in Charlotte, I don't know if he coined the term or what. He calls it gurus. You got gurus who make you pay for their courses and whatnot. They ain't even really done the deal. And you got durus. Durus are the people who are actually out here doing it, learning as they go, and then teaching people along the way. So like, I literally paid 30 G's to learn what I've learned about lease options, wholesaling, renovation of properties, how to acquire properties subject to the existing mortgage, how to do sandwich lease options, how to come up with all these creative financing techniques to get properties. And so if you go to investor season and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I am literally going to be giving you the game for free. I'm going to give you stuff that I literally paid $30,000 to learn. Not only $30,000 is $30,000, right? The money is whatever it is, but it's the time. Like, I have put time into learning my craft, studying the markets, understanding how to run comps, how to make offers, so I've put in months and months. Before I did my first property, I got fired from my job in January of 2019. I literally spent 6 months just going and learning and applying myself before I even jumped out and did my first deal. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of people think you can just jump in, get your money and move. Like, nah, you gotta put some time in and put some work in. Hey, Robin, did you enjoy it? I did enjoy my birthday, not in the traditional sense of partying and relaxing, but of going and renovating the property and getting it ready for the next tenant to move in. And like, I'm really happy about that. So I feel very fulfilled from that. But yeah, back to it though. So like, all the stuff that y'all don't see on this board right here. Okay, yeah, I got my feet up right now. All the stuff on the back of this board right here. Like, I'm constantly in the lab working on and perfecting my trade, right? It's Sunday, it's my birthday. I'm still up here balancing budgets, looking at the cash flow statements, understanding all the renovation costs associated with Clover Lane, wrapping this thing up. Just finished doing a refinance package on another property, so it's like, it's a constant grind. And like, over the years, I really stretched myself pretty thin. And so now the next part of my evolution is, hiring a team. I've got a good team around me of advisors and whatnot, but I need to be able to put them on payroll to help grow and scale the business, right? So that we're not just doing, 2 or 3 property or 4 properties a year, but the fact that we can do 10 a month, right? Like some of these other businesses are doing. So that's the goal. Jenny, muchos gracias, mi amiga. ¿Cómo está? It's been a long time. So yeah, Gord, thanks, man. Thanks for the birthday love, bro. Appreciate that, man. Y'all, I'm tell you what, like birthdays are a big deal to me, man. Like I've celebrated my birth month for over a decade. So when somebody reaches out to like share an old picture or share a memory or say happy birthday, like that means a lot to me, man. Like that means more to me than gifts. Like the fact that, people reminisce on, a moment or a memory that we shared. Like I love that, man. I love that. I really like that. That does it good for me, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, Robert. If you come back to see Step, holler at me. Raina, my mother from another. Hello, hello. So yeah, y'all. So that's the game. So anyways, long story short, check out Investor Season on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. Ask to join. We'll get you in there, and I'm literally going to start sharing information on stocks. Not that I'm a guru. I'm not a financial advisor or planner. I'm just going to let you into the mind of Anthony to let you know, like, I don't want to sound arrogant or facetious. I don't mean it braggadociously or anything, but I'm probably right more so than I'm wrong when it comes to stock picks and real estate picking properties and things like that. So, like, I'm going to share that. And it's also a group where everybody else can learn and share from each other. It's basically just kind of a think tank, right? Let's all share ideas on stocks, real estate, trucking, any other entrepreneurial venture or side hustle gig that can put money in your pockets, especially being that COVID part 2 is coming up, right? I personally don't think it's COVID part 2. I think this is just an extended version. Obviously, we're testing a lot more than we had before. I think the problem was always this bad. It just didn't get the attention it's getting. I might be wrong, might be right, but either way, it doesn't matter. The country is going to shut down again. It might not be as bad as it was before, but it's going to be a shutdown. So at this point in the game, what are you going to do to make sure that you have multiple streams of revenue coming in? Like, what are you going to do to ensure that if you get let go from your W-2 job tomorrow, that you can still provide for your family during this time? Yo, Jay Strick, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? Thanks for the birthday love, Chief. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, so in Investor Season and on my YouTube channel, like I'm literally, and on TikTok, I'm literally going to be going in hard on entrepreneurial, the mentality. Because the first thing you have to do, so I'm going to break it down, y'all. Like I've been on my board writing down video concepts and things that I want to share with you guys, man. Like it's Investor Season, it's my birth month. And this year for 40, year 40 in 2020, that crystal clear vision, I know what my purpose is. My purpose is to teach the game to the masses. My purpose is to turn as many people on as I possibly can to get out the rat race, get off the bus and start blazing your own trail. My path is like my goal, my purpose of life, I think is set right now. I think I know what it is, finally, so I am going to share from the very first thing, the mentality. So before you can even think about entrepreneurism, before you can even think about a side hustle gig, the first thing you got to do is reprogram yourself. Last year, literally, when I say it was 6 months, it was 6 months of me reading books, watching videos, because I had to literally unlearn everything. When I say everything, I had to go back and question everything. Like, why do I believe what I believe about religion? Why do I believe what I believe about politics? Why do I believe what I believe about racism and injustice in America? Why do I believe that the American dream is to go work for somebody else for 40 or 50 years in hopes that they may give me a pension and a retirement plan? And why do I believe that my goal in life is to go buy a house that I'm going to be stuck paying for 30 years and buying a car and getting married and having a bunch of kids so that I work every day for the rest of my life. And then hopefully I get to enjoy 1 or 2 years before I die. You know what I mean? Like, why all that stuff was ingrained in me. You know what I mean? Why did I feel like I had to go to college and go to grad school in order to feel like I was worth something to somebody else? Why in the world did I care about performance reviews? Like, why do I care about somebody else's opinion of me? And why should somebody's opinion of me dictate how much money I make, right? Literally, all that stuff, I had to go back and question everything and unlearn, so that I could peel back and just understand that nobody can dictate to me how much money I can make. I choose that. No one controls my destiny, not the president of the United States, not friends, not family, not parents, not the internet, not TV, not teachers, not bosses. Like, I determine my trajectory, right? So literally, a lot of us don't even realize we're programmed to blame other people for things that happen to us in life, when really and truly it's of our own doing, and we can literally attract and grow into the life that we want, right? I always looked at entrepreneurs as, man, what is wrong with these people? Like, why do you choose to like go and do all this stuff and work and not have the security of a good W-2 job that's going to provide insurance and a 401k and make sure that you can take vacation days and PTO and sick time? Like, why would you not want that? And now I'm sitting here like, ooh, that was disgusting. Having to play all these political games and having to like pretend to like people I really didn't like, and have to go to all these dinners and pretend to be interested. Like, man, it was exhausting. And so literally, first things first is I'm going to like share everybody is like the difference between a consumer mentality and an investor mentality, an open mentality versus a closed mentality. We're going to go through and break down psychologically what it takes to prepare yourself to embark on a journey of entrepreneurship, man. If that's something everybody's into. I always thought people were born with that bug. Like, some people are not born to go to college. Some people are not born to do things. Some people are born for trades. Some people are just outright problem solvers. They feel like, I'm never going to work for somebody. I'm going to be an entrepreneur, And that wasn't me. I was trained to, you go to school, you find a good job, you be loyal to that employer, and hopefully they'll treat you right, and blah, 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 right? So I just realized and proved my own theory wrong, that entrepreneurism is not something you're born with. I was not born with it, but it is something you can develop. And I do think that I've developed that over the course of the last couple of years, So I'm going to share all that stuff. I'm going to share with you between stocks and real estate, how you go about investing in ETFs and how you go about investing in, various blue chip stocks, how you build a portfolio. I'm also going to be talking about the trucking business. So I am not a trucking guru. My man Jason Cora, that's on the line right now. What up, Jay? Knows a lot more about trucking than I do. He's helped me out quite a bit. But at the same time, if you want to learn it, I will train you and teach you on what it is that I know. So the only payment that I'm asking you for, I ain't asking you to pay no money. Not yet anyways. All I'm asking you to do is go over to my YouTube channel, Anthony Moore, YouTube.com/Anthony Moore 2. Matter of fact, can I write that in here? Can I write that? Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Let me jot it in here so anybody want to know how to get to it. It is literally, okay, how do I type? All right, here we go. What in the, I hate Apple phones, man. I ain't had this problem with Google, with Android. All right, I'll put it in afterwards, man. Yeah, all right. Every time I try to type, it just goes away. But anyways, Jay, type that in for me, man. YouTube.com/Anthony Moore 2. That's all I'm asking for my birthday. That's all I'm asking so I can give you all the information I had to learn from the School of Hard Knocks and a lot of money. I'm going to pass it on to you. Man, look, Apple sucks, man. In comparison to Android, I am just not an Apple fan at all. But I tell you what, this is what we'll do right here. I'm gonna make it easy for everybody, since I can't type it in my chat box. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go to literally. We're gonna go to www.youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. All right, we're at 87 subscribers. I would really, really love, and it would really make my day, and it would make me feel special on my birthday, if at the end of the night, that number is 100. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. That would really make me feel special. And that would really motivate me to put some more content out that's going to help everybody who wants to get out the game and wants to get out the rat race, get in the game and be able to. Thanks, Darika. Both you and Jay did that for me. Thank you. I would really like to see that be at 100. That would be really cool. That'd be an awesome birthday present. But yeah, so Darika's on the horn. Darika been with me since day one, literally. Not day one, maybe month 3. We met at a meetup. Both having ambitions of wholesaling, right? Most companies teach you wholesale first. And there's some people who start off with wholesale and have a lot of success at it. I tried. Wholesaling was not really my thing. And somehow I started with the most difficult stuff. So subject to. So my first property was literally a subject to. And what that means is you buy the house subject to the existing mortgage. So for example, I have this, a lot of people get a little confused, right? They think a house and a mortgage is the same thing, right? So for example, if this is the house, actually, let's say this is the house, all right, and it has a deed, and it's deeded to the owner, and then you have a mortgage on this house, right? So you have a mortgage on this house, and this mortgage is in the name of the owner. It might be in the name of somebody else. It could be in the name of Joe and Jill, or whatever the case is, right? But most people think that the house and the mortgage are together, and they're two separate entities, right? So this is the house, this is the mortgage. So sometimes people get underwater on their mortgages, right? So underwater means that you owe more on the house than it's worth, or you have some folks who have some tough financial situations and whatnot, and they can no longer afford to make the payments on the house. And if they don't make the payments, then the bank's going to come take it and foreclose on them. And if they foreclose, then obviously, you're in credit jail for like 7 years, basically, right? So what a savvy investor can come along and do is say, okay, Mr. Seller, I know you're in a tough situation right now. Your house probably needs a little work. So look, I'm going to give you some money. And what will happen is you walk away. All right. So if Joe and Jill are deeded this house, but they have this mortgage right here, they will actually deed the house over to me. All right. So now Anthony comes along. Hey, Mr. Seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I know y'all had a real tough go at things. I know you want to get out of this house, but you got this mortgage attached to you. You don't want to be foreclosed on it. So here you go, Mr. Seller. I'm going to give you some money, and now you deed this property over to me. All right. So they deed the property to Anthony. So now Anthony owns this property. All right. So this property is deeded to Anthony. We'll keep that deed in escrow. We don't want to record it because we don't want it to come on a due on sale clause. And now Anthony pays for the mortgage payments every month. Okay. So now the owners are not paying for this mortgage. They're completely divorced of this mortgage. Okay. So now Anthony owns the property, and now Anthony is responsible for the mortgage. All right. Now the mortgage is still in Mr. Joe and Jill's name, but Anthony pays for it every month. Right. So now Anthony can do this until the end of the mortgage term, or Anthony can come and say, all right, I'm going to sell this house now, or I'm going to refinance it. And whenever we refinance or sell it, then the money that is owed on this mortgage gets satisfied, and then it is completely out of Joe and Jill's name, and it's completely out of Anthony's name, and it's in a third party's name. Okay, so I know that's a little elementary. That's a bit of an elementary example, but if there's any takeaway, just understand that the mortgage and the property are two separate entities. And yes, you can deed a property over, aka sell it. It's called an installment sale. You can sell it subject to the existing mortgage. Okay, so that's what calls selling subject to the existing mortgage. All right, so those are some things I'm going to talk about. Those are advanced techniques that a lot of seasoned people do exclusively. And I don't know how, other than the grace of God, that I was able to work that for my very first deal. And literally even explain it. I didn't even understand it completely when I explained it to my seller, but I did some research on it. I shot my shot and hit it, just like the game winner versus A&T that year. And it went in, and I was so excited. So when he said yes, that's when the work began. Like, okay, crap. He said yes. Now what do I do? Right? So I had to figure out what to do from that point. But long story short, it all came together. It worked out phenomenal. And that was the birth of the Eden Mandate, man. So like, that is how it went down. And I am also going to share with y'all. I told you I'm rambling today, so I appreciate those who stuck around and those who are joining. But I'm going to share something with y'all that is actually a little embarrassing. My neighbor Phil actually called me out on it. He literally called me out on it. It was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so when you go to when you go to youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2 and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, my very, very first YouTube video that I uploaded, all right? The very first, because I didn't even upload anything to YouTube before. The very first video you will see here. And you see that I have a hard hat on, and I have some safety glasses on, and I'm in front of a house that's having the roof replaced, and and it looks like I'm at a legit job site, right? So I'm literally at this, I'm in front of this job site, and I'm talking about in the marketing about when things don't go your way, what can you do to, counteract that and combat that. And then I'm plugging the Eden Mandate. I had literally just founded the Eden Mandate LLC. And literally, I put this video out. And the secret is, what I'm getting to, is that house that I'm sitting in front of, that I'm bragging about how we just doing our renovation project and we got these roofers out here. That's my house, y'all. That's literally my house. So we had hail damage in the neighborhood. We had to get, we got able to get insurance claims to get our roofs repaired. And so, me being me, I'm thinking, all right, well, I got the guys out here doing roof repair. I'm in the, home restoration business, doing rehabs and whatnot. So at this point, I had done 0 deals. I was still learning, still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I had done 0 deals, hadn't even made an offer. I had never even made an offer to anybody on a project, on a property. And here it is, I'm fronting like I'm doing mad projects. I'm fronting like, this is what I do. I've been doing this since I got laid off, and I'm talking like I'm just like the champ. If you got a property, you need anything, if you're in a stressful situation, call me at the Eden Mandate LLC. We'll come out there. We'll give you a no obligation quote on your property, and we'll restore it, and we'll put a beautiful family in it, and help you out of a situation. Blah 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 blah. Blah, right? I think I sound like, granted, when I go back and look at it now, I can see that I wasn't nearly as seasoned and polished as I thought I was. But, sometimes I tell people all the time, you got to start where you start, So, like, that's literally where I started. I put a safety vest on, a hard hat, and some glasses like I was out here, balling, had unlimited deals, and I didn't even have one, So, but from there, it happened, man. It happened. So, you know, you'll see that video if you go to the Eating Mandate. If you go to Anthony Moore 2 on YouTube, you'll see that in a couple other videos. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. So Fahad, you remember that dude? Yeah. Yeah, man. It started from the bottom, dude. Literally started from the bottom. Started from the bottom, man. So but anyways, I think I've been rambling for long enough, man. I don't even know how long it's been, but I'm enjoying life. I just have a lot of things to be thankful for. This wasn't, I wouldn't necessarily say this was the best birthday ever, but I think this was the most impactful, the most meaningful birthday, to be able to give a gift like that to somebody else, and to give a gift of a beautiful home to a family looking to reunite everyone under the same roof. That's a blessing. That's a birthday present that I don't know if it can be duplicated again. Just that feeling of just seeing somebody unwrap a gift that you've spent over a year preparing. It's no better feeling. So at any rate, it's Anthony with the Eating Mandate LLC, restoring lives one home at a time, with Fab Group Trucking, and with Four Squares Development. And no doubt, before I end it, I'm going to show y'all this. I don't know why I'm sharing all this tonight, but literally, I was last February, I was in my prayer room, and I was like, okay, God, I got laid off from my job. What do I do? And literally, I just started writing. Next thing I know, I'm like, yo, this is too much. I had a board full of stuff written out, and I just needed to organize it. So I literally organized everything, and I just had like this armed enterprise, like this conglomerate of businesses. You know what I mean? Like a conglomerate of businesses. And I'm sitting here thinking like, man, this will be a 15 to 20 year journey. And when I tell you that just about all this came together in about 2 years, I'm not making this up. So it's really exciting to see my growth and maturity, both mentally, spiritually, over the last 2 years. Has just been absolutely phenomenal. Chapter 39 was the best year of my life. Chapter 40 is now going to be the best year of my life. And I'm just like super excited, man. I'm just super excited. What's up, AJ? What up, man? I'm just pumped, y'all. I'm happy. Some people are like, the big four, I'm 40. That's on the downhill. I'm like, man, nah, man. I hadn't even reached my cliff yet. I don't even know what my cliff is. I don't even know what my plateau is. I don't even know how high I can go. I just know where I am right now is nothing compared to where I'm going to be, man. Like, I will have everything I desire to have. And I've always desired to have a private jet. And so, like, every time I go open my fridge, I'm encountered by my goal, right? So my goal, this is me on my mentor's private jet. And so I'm not going to show y'all all that right now. That's just, but this is me with him on some of our excursions. And that's me right there, flossing in front of his jet as we're getting back on, leaving one of the Michigan games. This is us down here when Michigan won the Big Ten championship. I'm right there on the court, literally right there on the court. That was the coach at the time. I'm literally I took that picture right there on the court, And so my goal is to, have a preaching, teaching ministry, be flying on private jets all over the world, I used to want a Model X until I saw the Tesla truck And so the Cybertruck. So now it's all about Cybertruck. So I gotta update this. That's gonna be extra. I need a Cybertruck, but I also want a helicopter, and I also want a glorious home with indoor outdoor pool. You know what I mean? And so like, yo, I'm telling y'all, I want to get back into that shape. This is me on the island of Crete in Greece. And man, I was like chiseled, like cut up. Now, granted, that was what, 12 years ago? No, wait. That was, 12 years ago. But I know I can get back into that shape. I'm going to get back into that shape. So like, I just make it so that every time I come here to my fridge, like, yo, I'm encountered, like, yo, this is future me. This was me at the John Maxwell certification. You know what I mean? So like, I always want to have a balanced life. I'm going to win the Mega Million and Powerball one day. It'll be great. I'll share it with y'all. Don't worry about it. But yeah, so like that's how I know year 40 is just gonna be, one for the ages, man. 2021, man. My God, like I'm so excited. I'm almost out of wine, so I guess this video is going on too long. But y'all, again, thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for being part of my journey. Thank y'all for being part of the first 39 years collectively. I'm looking forward to y'all just watching the growth of not only me, but those that I'm connected to. I feel like God has really put a leadership, kind of mantra on my life. And so my goal, again, is just to bless as many people as I can and have fun along the way while doing it. So that's the goal, y'all. So I think that was like 40 minutes or so of just rambling, but love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for wishing me happy birthday. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for the kind thoughts. Thank y'all for just having my back. Thank you for even tuning in to watch these videos. I'm just very, very appreciative and thankful to all the folks I've encountered, good or bad. Either it was a blessing or a lesson. That's where everything kind of boils down to, lessons and blessings. I need to make a hashtag if that don't exist. Lessons and blessings. My man, D-Man, Demir Deketch, my Turkish brother from another. Like, man, I tell you what, now this guy here has been a part of my journey in the executive ranks, man. So I met Demir at Traco down in Cranberry Township up there, down like up north of Pittsburgh. And I got there and it was my first time being in a plant manager role. So I'm kind of like, okay, all right, I need to mask the real me, because the real me was kind of like, I'm not going to say aggressive, assertive. But starting in this new role, I was like really, really docile, very easily agreeable. And, I got completely steamrolled by the people above me and the people below me. And Demir's like, yo, man, you got to stop being a bleep, and he was referring to kind of the P word for the female genitalia. And I'm like, you know what, man? You right. This is my operation. I'm about to take over. And so literally he unleashed the Hulk. And he made it okay for me to be me. He made it okay for me to be me. And I just like came out full force, just steamrolled any and everybody that got into the way of our progress. I had a great time, just really, really united the entire team down there in Cranberry, like took them from losing, a couple $1 million a year to actually making their first profit since Alcoa acquired them. And, a big part of that was Demir just like calling me out and giving me permission to be me, all the way me, my blackness and everything, my over the top personality, and yo, man, I love you for that, bro. Like that was just, we had some memories, man. So then Tim Stafford, yo, buddy, my Jamestown dude, man, this guy took care of me when I tore my Achilles the first time, man. But yeah, so D-Man was part of that journey. And so like after we turned the plant around in Cranberry, you know, I got, I guess, blessed with the opportunity to go to Canada and do it again. D-Man came over there too, and we did the same thing, man. It's just fun, man. Like taking situations that are just not profitable and making them profitable. And now I see that all that was just training for where I am right now, man. So like, it's just, when you look back in life, you got lessons and blessings, right? And yeah, even the things that I thought that I was being punished for, or things that did not go the way I intended them to go, I see that there was all lessons. It was all lessons. Even the stuff that was painful that I really can't consider a blessing. Yeah, at the end of the day, there was a lesson, and a lesson is nothing more than a blessing. So at the end of the day, it's all good, man. Trav, man, thanks for the birthday love, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm done rambling for real this time. I'm going to end it this time. It's Anthony, Eden Mandate LLC. We just restored a life and restored a family today, one home at a time. I'm excited about that. Trucking, Fab Group Trucking. If anybody's looking for a trucking job right now and you live in York or Harrisburg, surrounding areas, and you're looking for an opportunity to drive either part-time or full-time, hit me up. Go to facebook.com/Fab Group Logistics LLC, or shoot me a personal message if you know somebody. We're going to try to put them on, make sure everybody's employed during this holiday season. And then Four Squares Development. Obviously, we doing it for the city. We are literally doing this for the city. And so we've got a lot of philanthropists and investors and community-minded people who are behind us and want us to see us raise this city up and push it into the next century. And that's what we're going to do. So anyways, love y'all for real. Appreciate y'all being on with me. Check out youtube.com/Anthony Moore 2. Please hit that subscribe button. I would really, really, really greatly appreciate that. Again, I'm hoping and y'all won't let me down, and y'all will help me get to 100 subscribers. The number has not moved. Help me get to 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Check everything out in here. We're down to the punch list at Clover Lane. Check it out. Go to facebook.com Investor Season. Get in that group because we're going to be sharing a lot of valuable information. So please share the video, like the video. More importantly, go to YouTube. Help me get 100 subscribers for my birthday, please. That's all I'm asking for my birthday. That's it. I ain't asking you to donate nothing. I'm not asking you to give me no money. All I'm asking you to do is go to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Now, I'm going to watch some football because the Steelers are playing right now. D-Man, you right. Love all of y'all. Have a great day. Happy birthday to me. Hit sip of my wine. Whip my pinky out. That's how we do it. Y'all have a blessed day.